right to take his properties, including this apartment behind me. Aaron?
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man.
Hey, Money Mayweather, Floyd, don't think you gonna surprise me with that big tractor trailer with all them cars on it. I done seen your cars. I done seen them.
Floyd Mayweather is said to be worried after his money was frozen because of a $42 million fraud case. He says he has paid his taxes and blames the media for telling only one side of the story. Mayweather says the claims are not true and that the situation has been made to look worse than it really is by false reports.
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather.
Rick Ross, the rapper and businessman, recently took a shot at Floyd Mayweather by teasing him for not showing off his luxury cars like he used to. Ross pointed out that Mayweather doesn't seem to flaunt his expensive car collection anymore, hinting that his money situation might have changed. Ross's comment was a quiet jab at how Mayweather's flashy lifestyle appears to have toned down, possibly because of financial troubles. Mayweather's love for buying luxury items is now causing problems, especially with unpaid tax bills. He reportedly didn't think about the taxes he'd owe after making big purchases. Even though Mayweather kept showing off his fancy cars, watches, and houses, he apparently ignored the taxes that came with them. Now, that mistake has put him in a tough spot with the tax authorities, showing that his focus on wealth and image may have made him overlook important money matters.
Floyd Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers the super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profit. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
After news came out about Floyd Mayweather's financial troubles, he responded by saying he had paid $26 million to the IRS. While this seemed like an effort to settle things, it actually stirred up more debate. Some people questioned if that amount was enough, while others wondered if it even covered all the taxes he still owes.
He replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million.
They just pay him. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you're Jewish? Convert just for this Christmas. Here, take care of them.
Floyd Mayweather's money problems have gotten worse because of his large debts. He reportedly owes over $33 million to boxer Gervonta Davis and also has unpaid debts in Dubai. On top of that, he recently bought a $42 million asset, which raised even more concerns about how he handles his money. Critics say that making such expensive purchases while still owing so much shows poor financial planning.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find it strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff all that flash that y'all see. But y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter. But, man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you want all these millions. But, man, stay tuned for that next video.
Reports from Floyd Mayweather's business partners suggest that he spends much more money each month than he actually makes. His expensive lifestyle, including luxury cars, private jets, and fancy homes, has taken a toll on his finances. People close to him say Mayweather often forgets about paying his taxes while focusing on enjoying his wealth.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes.
I see what
we
you're
say
saying.
we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved
that's
up.
a fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody paper. So
Not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah, I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it.
Floyd Mayweather has made bold claims about his income, including saying he makes $3 million every month, more than tech billionaire Bill Gates. However, financial experts have largely dismissed these statements, calling them unrealistic and exaggerated.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, you know, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, 300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
In just 1 week, Floyd Mayweather reportedly spent $5 million on buildings and a new jet. This kind of extreme spending has drawn attention, with many questioning how stable his finances really are. It also brought more focus to his ongoing tax problems. While these big purchases might be Mayweather's way of keeping up his flashy image, they've only added to worries about his financial future.
In 1996, a con man bought the New York Islanders with fake documents and a fax machine. This is the story of one of the craziest scams in sports history. It all starts with this guy, John Spano Jr. He ran a company called Bison Group in Dallas, Texas. They leased and financed equipment, nothing major, but he was the type of guy to make it seem like they were managing hundreds of millions of dollars. In reality, he was worth less than $5 million. But John always dreamed of being a billionaire, and his way to become one was own a sports team. So in 1995, he positioned himself as a local wealthy businessman and approached the Dallas Stars ownership group as a new potential buyer. The Stars did some basic due diligence and found out that he really didn't have as much money as he was claiming. And then they just dismissed him. So then John tries again, but this time he chooses a brand new franchise, the Florida Panthers. And he actually almost bought the Panthers. But after the owners asked for more thorough financials, the deal fell through. Which brings us to 1996 and the New York Islanders. The owner at the time, John Pickett, was desperate to move the team. He bought the team during a dynasty where they won 4 Stanley Cups in a row during the early 80s. Since then, the team was on a steep decline, losing millions a year. In the early 90s, Pickett tried to sell the team, but every time it fell through. Then out of nowhere, here comes the mysterious business tycoon, John Spano, here to save the franchise. And this time Spano came prepared with fake financial documents, phony businesses, and forged letters of credit to look legit. He said all the right things, he looked the part, and Pickett was so desperate to sell the team, he did for $165 million. And with no one really looking too deep into it, even the NHL approved him. The wild part is, he was given full control of the team without even making a payment. For 4 months, Spano acted as a legit owner, sat in on GM meetings, signed players, traded players, and even took interviews as the owner. However, the lies did catch up to him. Spano misses his first payment and he blames it on the bank. Then he misses a second payment and now everyone starts digging into his life. Turns out he didn't have any money at all. All of his bank statements were fake and even his financial advisors were just his friends pretending. Once the truth broke, the whole deal was void. Spano was later arrested and sentenced 71 months in federal prison. Now, something like this would never happen today, but it is pretty wild that Spano owned an NHL team for 4 months with no money.
Floyd Mayweather's recent purchase of several buildings in New York City has sparked a lot of questions. People are wondering why he chose to make such big investments now, especially with his current financial problems still unresolved.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying, like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Floyd Mayweather has claimed that he bought several buildings in New York City. However, investigations suggest these claims might be exaggerated. Reports indicate that instead of fully owning the buildings, he may have only bought partial stakes in some of them.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably 62
think
buildings.
About it. If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right. Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of those.
That's what I'm saying.
Floyd Mayweather's habit of exaggerating his claims only adds to the growing doubts about his business practices. In an effort to keep up his extravagant image, he was recently seen traveling in an armored tank during a trip to Mexico. This over-the-top display of wealth grabbed attention and reinforced the idea that Mayweather is more focused on showing off than on the real substance behind his financial decisions.
Viva Mexico! See you now. See.
Floyd Mayweather is famous for his huge collection of luxury vehicles, and his social media is full of pictures showcasing his latest purchases. From high-end cars to private jets, Mayweather's lifestyle is all about flaunting his wealth.
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them the
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. This is a supercharged motor version. But the best car you purchased is...
And what about this? I bought this today.
Brand new 2025 matte blue G63 AMG.
And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give him the breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. One of 60. This is a one-of-one spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue, and it's been painted. You can see there's blue exposed carbon as you.
It's not just cars and jets. Floyd Mayweather's collection of luxury watches is another way he shows off his wealth. He often posts pictures of his vast watch collection, further reinforcing the image of someone who lives for luxury and extravagance.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases. And they're all full with watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is Avi & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, Avi & Co. As you can see, Avi & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer or something light. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we'll give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're gonna go here first. And of course, the company is Avi & Co. Crazy company. Now, I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come give you guys a breakdown.
Floyd Mayweather's approach to business has often been criticized for putting profit over ethics. His willingness to take on ventures without considering their legality or morality has raised serious questions about his financial integrity. These controversial decisions have fueled growing doubts about his ability to manage wealth in the long term. Critics argue that Mayweather's constant flaunting of his wealth does more harm than good, seeing it as a financial burden rather than a sign of success. By always showing off his lavish lifestyle, he risks reinforcing the idea that wealth is the main part of his identity.
Yeah.
I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. You have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7, where you can see the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big.
Yeah.
So you didn't have social media then.
Yeah.
People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now,
Yeah.
my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s.
Yeah.
So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're going to make the majority.
Floyd Mayweather's past is marked by legal troubles, many of which are linked to financial issues. He has served time in jail, and his relationship with the law has often been complicated. Despite his great wealth, Mayweather has spoken about how his fame and fortune have come at the expense of his personal freedom. His financial history is also filled with accusations of scams and dishonest business practices. One notable incident involved him allegedly scamming people or failing to pay taxes on his earnings. Another scandal involved Mayweather reportedly being held hostage in Dubai due to unpaid debts related to expensive jewelry.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now, multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Public opinion of Floyd Mayweather's financial practices remains negative due to his past actions. Despite his claims of being a successful businessman, many see him as someone who focuses on short-term gains rather than long-term stability. His financial decisions, especially those involving friends, partners, and fans, suggest that his wealth is more about showmanship than smart financial strategy. As more controversies and legal issues surface, it's becoming clear that Mayweather's reputation as a financial success may be fading in the eyes of the public.
50, aka Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that was allowed.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe or share with others to support Knockout Chronicles.